I don't know if that's how you spell verbality. Good afternoon and welcome. Glad you could make it. So today we're going to talk about Cybersecurity Month, which is October, on Go for Lunch for October the 8th, 2024, brought to you by GoFor Technology. I'm Roger Harmon, your host, and we're here to make your technology work for you. It's International Podiatrist Day. Now, from my personal experience, I think it's a good idea to get a podiatrist, have one appointment so you become a patient with that practice. So when you need a podiatrist, you've got one. Because as we all know, doctor's appointments don't happen very promptly. So you need to plan ahead, see a podiatrist, because foot health is very important to your overall health. So Cybersecurity Month is celebrated by many different companies and organizations, including the federal government, which came up with this logo, Secure Our World. So that's what we're trying to do. Now in the GoFor Gazette, we mentioned some obvious security things to create strong passwords, to enable two-factor authentication wherever possible, and to be cautious when you get emails. Watch out for phishing emails that are trying to trick you to click on links that will attempt to steal your personal information. Also, you want to keep your software updated. Now, this is tricky because, as you know, we don't recommend updating your operating system automatically. But you can set your settings on your Mac and your iPhone to get security updates, just security updates. So definitely do that. So you're getting security updates. But we're waiting on the operating system updates till more of the bugs are squashed. Lock your devices. Use passwords or Face ID, Touch ID to secure your devices. And before you share anything on social media or anywhere on the internet, think about what you're sharing and whether you really want to put that information out there. So welcome, Judy. So here's a tip that you may not have heard. And that is to set up a separate financial email address. So you would use a separate email address for your bank, for your brokerage, as well as your online shopping and any website involving money. So what you would do is you would simply go back to those different financial websites and change from your normal email address to a special new financial email. So that way you would know when you get a phishing attempt on your primary email that it is obviously a phishing attempt because your bank doesn't have that email anymore. It has your new financial email. So it's a good quick way to find out when you're trying to be defrauded. So a place to look for a financial email might be Proton Mail. They have a free limited account with 1 gigabyte of storage. Actually, that's 500 gigabytes of mail storage. And they also have a feature where you can forward your Gmail account to Proton Mail, so you can see both your Gmail and your Proton Mail in one place. If you wanted to add Proton Mail to your Apple Mail, you would have to have a paid account. There's also Tuta Mail, and the same kind of setup, free limited account with 1 gigabyte of storage. So let's go look at those real quickly. So here's Tuta. As you can see, they have a free tier. You get 1 gigabyte of storage. You also get a calendar, so you can have a secure calendar as well. And if you want additional features like more storage, additional email addresses, you can pay by the month, or of course you probably want to pay by the year. And then if we look at Proton Mail, which is located in Switzerland, they have a free account, and again you get more features as you pay for those features. So those are a couple of ones that you could look at. Tap to pay is another way to stay secure. It's much more secure than using a credit card, because when you use Apple Pay, what they do is they do not do is give the merchant your credit card. So your credit card can't be lost in a breach against that merchant. What they do is they issue a one-time token that passes through the merchant to the credit card company to update your account. So they never see your credit card. And of course you can use your iPhone or your Apple Watch to do tap to pay. Another point is that I always use an Apple credit card when I'm at a restaurant where they're going to take my credit card away into the back room, so they can't copy off the credit card number and the security code because they're not on the Apple credit card. So an Apple credit card is also a very secure way to protect yourself. Another way to protect yourself is having a unique username on your financial accounts, in addition to the email address we've already talked about. So if you can, don't use your email as a username, because your email has probably been breached and is out there on the dark web. So if you want to use your existing email address, you can create a unique one by simply after your name and your email address, or whatever is the first part of your email address, you put a plus symbol, and then you can add another word like the name of the merchant, or actually any word that you want, and that makes that a unique address. And of course you would use a different one for each financial account, and that way if you get a phishing email from that address, you know it's been compromised. So another safeguard there. Credit freeze is another way to protect yourself. So the three credit reporting bureaus, Equifax, Transamerica, and Experian, will let you freeze your credit. You can either do it on their website, or you can also call them to put a freeze on your credit. If you need your credit to be checked, then you can do a credit thaw, which you can usually set up for like a week. So you can thaw your credit so that somebody that needs to check your credit can get that, and then it will automatically go back to the freeze mode at the end of that time period. So freeze your credit. If you need help with that, I can certainly help you, as I would be happy to with any of these techniques. So it's a good idea not to connect to public Wi-Fi. If you do need to connect to public Wi-Fi, then use a VPN. Even better is to use the hotspot feature on your iPhone. So then you're bypassing the public Wi-Fi in an airport, in a coffee shop, in a hotel, and you are protecting yourself from hackers that are known to lurk in those areas. When you're out and about, turn off your Bluetooth and turn off your Wi-Fi. Now this one's a little tough. You could create a shortcut that would turn both of those off when you leave your home and then turn them back on when you're back home again. Obviously, this is a situation where you have to decide whether you want to be safer or you want to have more convenience. So something to consider is turning off these wireless technologies that can be used as an attack vector to get into your phone. And make sure that you are doing everything you can to prevent your phone from being stolen. So when you're outside, carry your phone securely. Don't carry it in your back pocket, or a pickpocket can just come and snatch it. If you're carrying it in a bag, use a crossbody bag. Keep it in front of you so you can have control of it. And you want to back up your phone to your Mac. Now, obviously, you do have a backup to iCloud, but that does not back up everything on your phone. You want to do an encrypted backup to your Mac, and that will back up everything in case you have to restore to a new phone. Especially make sure and do a backup to your Mac before you travel. Obviously, when you're traveling, that's going to be the time when your phone is most vulnerable to theft. And make sure that stolen device protection is turned on. This is a feature that Apple added to their iOS, and it makes the phone unusable if it's stolen. So hopefully it's a deterrent, but worst case scenario, it's protecting your data on your phone. So make sure that is activated. Well, that brings us to our questions. If you haven't already, put a question or a comment down there below, and we'll get to those in just a second. And share the GoFor Gazette and this edition of GoFor Lunch with anybody in your family, especially older people, so that their cybersecurity can be heightened. And so pass it around, help other people so they don't get caught. Zoom is updated to version 6.2.3, and today is the first of 2 days of Amazon Prime Days. So today and tomorrow, if you're looking for something with a lower price, be it electronics or other items, I know that iPads are on sale during Prime Days. So if you have a iPad that's a little old in the tooth, battery is not lasting very long maybe, you might want to consider updating your iPad today at Amazon Prime Days. So let's see what we have here. So welcome Stanley and Chris. Okay, Chris has a great comment, and the answer to that is no. It used to be when you turned airplane mode on, it turned off all the radios in your phone. There are 5 different radios in your phone, by the way. But now, at least on my phone, when I go to airplane mode, which I do frequently to make sure that my home Wi-Fi is working, so I turn off my cellular Wi-Fi, it does not turn off Wi-Fi or Bluetooth. So it used to be the case, but It is not now, from what my experience is. And Chris says that he has heard that iPhone theft in European cities is a problem, so be careful. And Chris says, my iPhone backup takes up too much room on my startup drive. Can I move it and restore it from another drive? That's a good question. I have never thought about that. Of course, now we use the Finder to back up our iPhone to the Mac. One possibility would be to back it up on your startup drive and then move the backup. And then you might have to move it back to restore it. But I don't know. I have not come across that before, but that's a great question. So the whole idea is we want to be cyber security aware. Hopefully you will be seeing lots of different pieces of information on television, on the internet, about how to keep safe. So please heed those, put those into practice, and again, be sure and share that with other people in your family, especially senior citizens that are not too tech savvy, so you can help them out, maybe help them do some of these things. And of course, I would be happy to help anybody implement these things to make your information more secure. So thanks for coming by. Glad to see you all. If you think of anything after we end, you can call me or email me, and that information will be coming up right now. Have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you next Tuesday at high noon for another Go for Lunch.